Well, that's called smelling the base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
Digging in to try it again, Tanner Roark. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
There's 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. I don't care if it's the pitcher or not. He's got to treat him like another hitter. You can't let him beat you here. This is a big at bat. Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score.
Center fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Moving under it, Rayburn, 1 away.
The batter, number 15, catcher Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Goodwin has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, David Price. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rendon ranging into the outfield. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. Swinging a looper to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here. Digging in once again, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't going to win this thing.
The 1-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the 1st out.
Up next for Washington, first baseman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 4-1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Martinez has a read on it. 2 gone.
Right fielder number
ready once
34.
again. Bryce Harper 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. In there 0-1. Price into his motion. 0-1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Castro is under it, and that retires the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Striding in once again, Trey Turner. They'll
Leading
try and
off with
get
a
things
51.
started as we begin inning
Second
number
baseman.
6.
Trey Turner.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Goodwin has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Michael Brantley. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Murphy has it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
J.D.
1 for 2 on his
Martinez.
line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rayburn is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. All tied at 1-1. Digging in to try it again. Daniel Murphy. Due up are the 4,
Leading off
5,
for
and 6
Washington.
hitters, and they're hoping that this is
Second
the part of the
baseman.
lineup that can get
Daniel
something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This guy's one of the great pitchers in the game. When he's pitching from 0-2 counts, hitters don't have a chance.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2.
Oh, he might have got away with one. A 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
So it was a strikeout looking there.
catcher, number
Daniel
32,
Murphy is dealt with for
Matt
the first out in the bottom of the inning. Swinging a little blooper to center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in
shortstop,
once again, Stephen Drew. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Zimmerman will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll start the 7th, and
Leading
Dan,
off
as a
for
former
Alabama.
pitcher yourself, you must be
Shortstop,
enjoying this. Lots of good
Francisco
pitching and defense today.
Lindor.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now batting. First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ready for another shot now. Ryan Zimmerman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Now a swing by Zimmerman and a ball well hit out to deep left field. And they have taken the lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing. He's got to forget about it quickly.
Lifted in the air out to right. Harper will wait on it. And that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 53.
Melky Cabrera will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. But right there is the second baseman, and that will
Ladies and
retire the
gentlemen,
side.
it's
So
time
only
for the
one hit in the
traditional
inning on the
7th inning
solo
stretch.
shot, but it's enough to push him out. Striding into the box, Ryan
Leading
Rayburn.
off for
2 base
Washington.
hits, both singles to this
Left
point.
fielder,
Takes a
Ryan
knee-high fastball.
Rayburn.
And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Brian Goodwin stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Hot shot down the line. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Clint Robinson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 25, Clint Robinson.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Matt, this is one of those games that has that guy right there, his head scratching. He's trying to figure out, how do I get these guys going? We may see a team meeting to motivate them a little bit better.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Alabama leads it 2-1. Matt Grace been summoned from the bullpen. As
33, Matt Grace.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1 inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch, and a sinker dips too low there into the dirt. In fact, out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Now batting,
D. Gordon is going to come on as a pinch hitter now, so that means we've seen the last of David Price.
D. Gordon.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That's wide. 2-0.
Well, back-to-back sliders, and now he finds himself down 2-0. You know, trying to pitch him backwards, that only works if you're throwing strikes. If not, you find yourself in trouble.
Right there, Murphy at second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats. Foul. This duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took the ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's Michael Brantley. A pitch out. The throw. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now a snap throw to first. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll dive back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Rayburn on the move. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. Turner rounds the corner and is headed home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that base hit right there gives him 2-run cushion. When you have a 2-run.
Right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Way outside. 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 1-2. Now the runner's on his way home. Down the third baseline. Men on third with 2 down. And the runner's coming home. And the runner's stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And they will slap the tag on him heading back to third as he really got stuck out there, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left.
Leading off for the Nationals,
Anthony Rendon is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But an even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Squared that one up just a little late. Another one sent foul. Now another 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Zimmerman now waiting the 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Cabrera. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Right fielder number 34.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First offering on its way. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Daniel Murphy now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Right there, Matt. You know, they get the leadoff man on, and they haven't been able to advance him. That's why they're not scoring runs. You got to hit and run still. Do something to get that runner moving. Get aggressive.
Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8. Joe Blanton enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And here's a ball hit in the air. Zimmerman is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Digging in now, Francisco Lindor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Harper on the run. And that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Alabama is out in front here, 3-1. Carter Capps, if the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Matt Wieters. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's the shortstop now, Stephen Drew, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. chopped foul over towards the dugout. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter.
First offering on its way. Ryan Rayburn is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0. The win would belong to David Price if the lead holds up. And he misses again, 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that's waved at and missed. So now the Nationals are down to their final strike here.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. Tanner Roark pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.